We got like East Asian, Islam, Muslim, um, even some African countries, certainly East Asian. But if you were not born and raised here in the United States and you are an immigrant, you're probably best off romantically wise.
That's what he's saying. That's where I see the problem. Instead of motivating and empowering and the type of skills and the confidence Deepak shows in his infields, you can get these skills for the first time through his brand new product, Dating Mastery. Join Dating Mastery now. It's no doubtably the best dating product on this planet, period. And if you don't like it in the first month, then you can also cancel it, no issues. Join Dating Mastery now, get laid, get girlfriend, and live a happy life. The link is in the description below. So hey guys, hope you're doing good. I'm doing good too. And this is also a reaction video. In this video, I'm giving my reaction to a video advice one guy is giving to my fellow Asian, to my fellow Indian brother. So the Indian guy is asking advice to him from him. He's suffering in his dating life. So the guy who is giving advice is Aaron Clary, and I will be reacting to the advice what he is giving to him, to this Indian guy.
I'm a 32-year-old Indian software engineer, and just so you know, we're talking East Indian, not American Indian. I came to the U.S. in 2013 to study, and now work at a big tech company.
I was also a software engineer in Europe actually. I also worked in a big tech company. It's not a tech company, it's like a Volkswagen, but I was working behind, in the B2B system on the back end.
By all objective measures, I'm doing well. I've been able to pursue activities like kickboxing, private pilot license, and motorcycle. You remind me of my buddy Sadeep, East Indian as well, and he came here and he took my dance class. That's how we met, and I was like, well, where you would see all the other East Indian people working, like they go to work and then they go to the apartment complexes that they'd all go to. They would all live relatively close to one another. And that's all I'd see him. I said, why don't I see more of your buddies and just, other East Indians out? He's like, all they do is they go to work and then they go home. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, so they came literally halfway around the planet.
Yeah, this is something I have also seen, like a lot of Indians, they come to Europe or even in USA, UK, they go to work and then they just go home, watch some Indian movie, cooking some, Indian curry food and all, and then eating, and then just that's the life. They are not that much going out. That is what he's saying is more or less correct. I will also forward the unnecessary part. I'm only focusing on the advice what he is giving. So I'll be forwarding a lot of stuff.
It's good to see that you're going out and doing stuff and, kickboxing and flying and motorcycle. That's good.
So the guy in this video is doing some extra stuff rather than just going to office, working in IT, coding and all, and come back home, eat and sleep. So he's doing some kickboxing and all the stuff he's doing.
I've absolutely
extracurricular activities. I will also suggest lifting weight would be a good idea also. Kickboxing is not bad thing. Again, like I made a video about looks. So if you are already devoting time in in fitness, then better lift weight. I will always suggest to lift weight. Even if you have a bit more time, then maybe you do some kickboxing and also lift weight, because you will be when you have muscles, then you will be looking more confident, and it will also help you in your dating also.
I've absolutely struggled in the dating arena and decided to work with a dating coach.
So he's this guy, this 33-year-old tech guy from USA. He's struggling in his dating area and in dating life, and he worked with some dating coach. He didn't tell the name. I don't know what kind of dating coach he was working. I don't know.
I realized a lot of my problems are due to me being Mr. Nice Guy. My parents are together now, but in my childhood, my father worked abroad for a large portion of that time, and I was particularly raised by a single mom. Um, let's also not forget that East Indian culture, you're just polite and civil, um, the, which is just a huge. We'll get to more disadvantage, but that's such a huge disadvantage in Western culture.
Here he is like semi-correct in the sense, his when you're polite, when you're like a nice guy, then either you like an East Indian or Asian or even like Western guy, it will be tough for you to get laid. I mean, unless you are like chat category. I mean, when you're chat category, then you can be nice and girl will still like you. But if you are very polite and very nice, then you will be like, it will be tough. So it is, this thing is being nice and not getting laid is applicable for all races. Also one thing, it is also to do with our upbringing, because our parents told all the time, like, study, become doctor or engineer or doctor, engineer, and this and that, like in an MBA. So, and then you cannot be, you have to be nice and like, very studious kind of person, listening to the parents and like, studying hard and all. So your that kind of the rough part, the asshole part is not developed. And that's why also, like, when you're going there, you suffer more in dating life, in your dating life. But there are other factors also.
But yeah, that's absolutely a bad thing when it comes to dating in the West. Couple good successes with coaching and learned valuable lessons of accepting responsibility for my situation. I have a stuttering problem, which makes it difficult to ease into a fluent conversation, but I keep trying and pushing through it and approaching 2 to 3 women every day and work on developing my social skills. That's it. This is the lifting of the weights that builds muscles. This is the sucky part. I'm sure, and you keep pushing through it, you'll get through the stuttering, but you're doing the hard part now. You're approaching, even with a stutter, and this is exactly what you have to do. Everybody else wants the code. You're willing to go and throw yourself up on the beach there. And 2 to 3 women every day. Wow. And you're 32.
I mean, this is okay. I mean, I don't know what kind of coaching he got. So he's doing good job. He's approaching like 2 to 3 women every day. But I don't know what kind of training, what kind of like game, or what kind of like, system he's following. In right now in pickup, it's not like, you just follow whatever you want, like, just be natural, man, just be natural, like, and we will get late. So you have to follow a specific system which works for you. That is very important. It's like it's as the future, like as the time pass, like, in future you have to be technical. Just natural game, like, just following something that, oh, it may work, it is not going to penetrate the resistance these days the girls give. Like I make the last video where I'm talking about the new type of resistance which is getting bigger and bigger, which is like SMR, social media resistance. So just a simple game, some basic guy game, some attraction threshold game is not going to work. I don't know what kind of dating coach, which dating coach he's following, or what kind of like advice he's following, but he's doing still good job. 2 to 3 women every day approaching is not bad. In my old days I did the same thing. Now I don't need to approach like that. So when I was learning game, I was even approaching more, I guess. Every day I was, not every day, but I was approaching, or I was planning like day game. I am going out with friends day game, so we were approaching a lot of women. I was approaching maybe like 10 women, 10 girls on the weekend. When I was going out, like maybe 20 girls one Saturday or one Friday night, 20 girls, then Saturday night also 15 to 20 girls. At that time I was also approaching. So on the weekend more, on the weekdays it was less, because I was just doing day game. So he's doing good job. He's taking action.
That's good. I could do that in my 20s, but once I hit my 30s, I was that takes some effort to do to 2 to 3. But now I've hit a dry spell. I'm getting frustrated by my inability to get my needs met. I've also been pursuing arranged marriage. You might be familiar with the concept. My Indian, yeah, my buddy Sadeep is the same thing. He got arranged marriage, but I've gone through some rejections there as well.
That's interesting thing. He is going for arranged marriage. First of all, he did something. That's what I'm saying is when you're following a wrong system, a wrong dating coach, then you do something and you're not going to get success, and then you look for something, back in India, some arranged marriage. But I'm telling you one thing: arranged marriage is not going to be that easy anymore, because in India, the arranged marriage concept will only work when the age difference is not too much. If he's 33 and he's looking for 23-year-old girl, it's not going to happen. So he may get, like in India is my cousin got married, for example, in 2019 he got married. So the age difference was, he was like 28 and the girl was 28, so like zero. So but the girl is still like young and whatever, like 28, and they got married. But it is not, but if my cousin, for example, he is in India, if he would be 38, even it will be very tough for him to find a 30-year-old girl. I have one friend, he got married. He got married with in late 30s. He tried his best. He's very highly qualified guy, but he lived in like USA. He tried his best, but he was not able to get even like a younger girl. And when he was in India, he was like writing to a lot of girls, like this marriage websites, arranged marriage type of websites you have in India. So he was writing and then like meeting them. He was telling one time the girl came. He was waiting for the girl, and he's like American return, and marrying a girl in India. He was waiting for the girl, and he noticed that the girl came, but the girl thought that he has not yet seen her. So girl saw him, and she didn't come to date. She just left, and she said I'm busy, I cannot come. So that can also happen. And then later he got married with a overweight 37-year-old girl, and zero sex life, nothing. So arranged marriage is not the solution. If you are reaching your 30s or late 30s, you can do some arranged marriage, but it's not going to work. You're not going to be happy. I have many cases like that from Indian guys who were in the West and tried their stuff, luck in dating. It didn't work out, and okay, it's like they're not putting too much effort. Oh, I got rejection. Oh, like wheat waffles, this guy. Oh, I got rejection 2 times, 3 times. Oh, dating, it's just not for white girls, it's not Western girls, is not for me. Let's find something back home. There, the girls are also getting out of control in India. You think the girls are the very homely kind of nice girl. They're also getting out of control there. Even if you marry some girl in India, you need to have game to keep that girl.
I'm slowly getting more anxious if I'll ever be able to find someone compatible and start a family. You will find someone when you find someone. So I just solved that problem. This is not something you force.
I mean, he's fine. You will find someone when you will find someone. You cannot force. Only thing what you can do is take action. For me also, I was just gaming, and one time I decide man, I'm fucking ugly guy, so it's gonna take a long time. My friends are getting so much attention. My German friends who were white, they're getting so much attention. I was not jealous of them, but I'm not even able to move forward. It's gonna take a long time. Deepak, you have to wait a long time to get results. So I was prepared to, I was fully dedicated and prepared to wait long time, but I got result like much quicker actually. But I was even expecting it will take long, very long time, many years, but I got like, in few years I started got like consistent results. So you cannot force it. When it comes, it's gonna come. That's how it is.
It will happen when it happens. If you rush it, you will not get it. That's the last thing to worry about. So I'm glad I solved that problem there too. It's coming to a point where when I walk outside and see happy couples, I just get a sicky feeling if I'll ever be able to get that.
So I can understand that the pain. I can clearly understand the pain here. So this Indian guy is like, first of all, like I won't judge this Indian guy. Like, this guy is American, and he choose to write him. Maybe he's following him. I won't judge anymore. Some people say I'm talking too much about race and all. Okay, I will not talk too much about. Like, but again, blind is leading blind. This guy has no experience in game. We will take a look at the later what he's suggesting. So yeah, yeah, this is something I have also seen. I mean, when I started my game in 2009, 2010, and it was really like for me also a bit. For me also, I don't know, I'm a bit slightly kind of jealous kind of person, like more competitive, jealous. Like if I'm going for something and I see the other guys are getting success, I can also have the problem in the past, not now these days. And I can fully understand when you are not getting laid and you are like your dating life is completely dry, you are earning a lot of money, and then you go out and you see like happy couples and you think like, when you will be have that kind of opportunity in your life, when you will be get results, when you will get success, when you will get some happiness, this kind of happiness in your life. And I have felt this pain also. So I can completely, relate with it.
Keep asking out the girls. You're doing everything you possibly can. Trying to do more, you're just going to force it and you're going to ruin it.
I will say one thing also, yeah, going out and approaching girls, but also going out, approaching girls in a right way. That is more important also. Just going out, if, for example, imagine a lightweight guy, some lightweight guy, in mixed martial art, and he said like, he want to fight with Francis Ngannou, the heavyweight guy. So he said like, if I fight Francis Ngannou like maybe like 1,000 times, so maybe at least one time I will win. But this is not going to happen. So maybe he needs some tactical approach, maybe some really tactical approach to beat Francis Ngannou. Maybe some proper like, scientific, tactical, some strategy, developing some skills he need to have to win the fight against Francis Ngannou. So just because you approach like again and again and again and again, it is not going to guarantee you success unless you're also following the right system, the right method. Also guys, if you're liking my content, then please like this video and share this video also to your friends who can benefit from it. Also subscribe to this channel, hit the bell button, and I have released the Dating Mastery, really good product. It's going really good. So you can join the Dating Mastery, just $1 for a month. You will definitely gonna love this product.
That you'll never be able to get that. Okay, you got the sinking feeling you'll never be able to get that. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. That's them putting on a show or fleeting. It does not exist. I don't know how to proceed forward. I sometimes wonder when I'm doing so far away from home, away from aging parents and being close to people who actually care about me.
Here also correct, I mean, one thing that keep motivating in the game was whenever I was like having that devastated night, getting rejected all the time. So I was saying to myself, like, don't worry, Deepak, the day will come when you will get success. But one important thing with me was I was very strategic, and I'm not a dumb guy. I'm okay, this is the system I'm following. Let's try this system 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 5 months, 6 months. If somebody is saying it is working, so it should bring some result. Okay, I understand. Okay, maybe I have some problem, but let's do it. Maybe, what we say, like, they are like, maybe I have some starting problems, but still I will do it. And let's see, maybe I not, if not 6 months, maybe I need like 9 months or maybe 10 months if somebody is getting success in 6 months, because maybe he has some other things going good. Social skills are better than me, the language is better than me, then he's getting maybe like, result in 4 months, maybe I will get in 10 months. So, but I will still do it for 10 months. Why not? But it's not like I'm doing the same system for like 5 years, I'm not getting results. So I have to change the system. There are like some guys who are like, just like that, they're just following the same thing, the same direct approach again and again and again, and that's it, it's not working, and they just give up. So that was not my strategy. I was always testing, trying new stuff, testing, trying new stuff, doing hard work, but testing and trying new stuff also, so that I see, like, okay, if I'm moving forward, if I'm getting success, just using the brute force and doing the same thing again and again, it's not going to guarantee you success.
Well, you're making money. That's why you came to the United States, right? Hone your skills, go back home, maybe get a job over at, I don't know, Tata Consulting.
I mean, here I'm a bit like not agree with him. He's saying like, you came here in United States to make money and then just go back home. I say always, like, if you are earning in a country, then you also have a right to date girls in that country. This is how it is. This is how it is. If one country is giving you the money, the job, then also it is your right to date the local girls, to the girls in that country, and there's nothing wrong in it. There is nothing wrong. You are not just going there in USA and I just want to earn money and go back home. I mean, you can do that, but if you want to date girls in that country, that is possible. That is definitely possible. That's what I want to say. And it is your right, and no one should, deny this right to you. When I started my game, it was also many guys said it. I mean, they were not denying, but they were many guys demotivated me all the time. Oh, you are not going to come on. Like, look at you, and you're not 10. How you will get a 10? You're not like even like 4. I mean, even my YouTube comment, people say like, you are 4 out of 10. How you can get the girls? I am getting the girls. Even now I'm getting the girls. 4 out of 10. Yeah, I can get girls. If I can get, then you can also get. And I fight for my right till the end. I got what I wanted. So you should be a bit. So what I want to say is that you need to have that kind of, fighter kind of mentality. Not like I'm just giving up.
I wonder if I'll have better dating success in a country like India after applying the skills I've learned from dating coaching. I like some of the comforts of Western civilization, but the social isolation, I do have a couple of friends. I go running with one of them, and my inability to date girls and meet my own needs is becoming very challenging. I don't know how to proceed and would appreciate your input, and can pay $200 an hour if that works. I'm like, well, that's pretty pricey. Tell me more about what town you're in. I won't mention it. Are you approaching white girls, or at least Americanized girls? Are you going after foreigner gals? Where are you approaching them? And shoot over some pictures. Also, how tall are you?
I can understand many immigrants are facing that kind of situation, that kind of social isolation. They are just working, and the problem is the way in one way it is also correct, but many Westerners are also facing the same thing. The way your upbringing is, your parents make it very sure that you become, you get success, you get studies and all, and that kind of, I told you, like, that rough part, that asshole part kind of, which is required sometimes to get girls, which is not developed. And then when you go back, when you're going to like Western countries, then the difficulties are a bit amplified. Earlier, you, like in India, you were just facing like same race, you are not penalized for like being like Indian in India. But when you're going west, then you have like you are definitely like, this guy want a white girl, so he's going a different race, and then you have a different situation. Then you have like you have slightly more challenges, and you have to learn something like solid to get results. That's one thing.
All right. So let's go over why you're not getting the girls. All right. First, for whatever reason, you can look up the studies on OkCupid. East Indian men are the bottom of the totem pole.
I mean, whatever the statistics you have, I suggest you should not listen to that statistics. If I listen to these statistics, I won't be getting success, because I will already shut myself down then. So whatever he's saying, maybe it is true, maybe it's not true. We just have to, we don't need to put it in our brain like East Indian man or Indian man or Asian man are bottom of this thing, because it will be that kind of thing is counterproductive to our dating life. So even if it is true, sometimes we have to delude ourselves to get success. So even if it is true for me, I think myself better than any other race, best. I sometimes I see myself as, literally, I'm talking to girls, like as God. So the girl, sometimes I have a boyfriend, and I cannot date other men. So it just like automatically the answer come, I'm not a man, I'm God. It just literally, I developed that kind of healthy narcissism when I'm dealing with girls, and this works really good. So even if whatever the people think, the whole world think, I have right to think about myself the way I want to think. You understand? So this is also for you also. You have the right to think about yourself the way you want to think. Don't get your reality dictated by other people, some statistics, or even from me. You have to make your reality by yourself. You can think about yourself the way you want to think, and then when it is up to you, then think positive about yourself. So that is something.
When it comes to how girls rate men in attractiveness,
That is something I will always avoid when I'm talking to guys, when they are not getting like results. I say it for myself, but if I'm talking to someone specific, I will never say, because you are this, you are not getting laid, because it can create more harm than benefit.
East Indian males are the least sought after of all the sex groups. Why that is, I don't know. It just is. I forgot what was highest in females and males.
I mean, if you see here, like he's giving a dating advice to one guy, and his advice is already shutting him down. After watching this video, this guy won't be even bothered to go out and approach girls. That is really a bad advice here.
White males maybe were the highest for males, and East Asian girls were the highest for women.
I have a feeling for these guys and many red pill coaches, red pill guys, many incel black pill guys, they are more orientated towards far right, because they know one of the reason why their dating life is not the way it should be, why their dating life sucks, is because of immigration. More immigrants are coming, and more competition is there in the Western countries, and then everybody has to fight. So that's why these red pill guys, these black pill, these incels are more orientated towards far right, anti-immigrant kind of person. So he's not like overtly saying, but there are like many red pill channels, they overtly say like in opposing immigration, but maybe he's like, covertly he is also like far right, like anti-immigration kind of person.
It doesn't matter. You're from team bottom of the totem pole.
I mean, this is something I will never say like specifically to a specific guy. One guy named Amit come to me and he come, oh, I'm not getting laid and I'm this and that. I will never say to him that you are this, that's why you're not getting laid. So he will, what can happen, it can shut him down completely. He's not even be able to learn game in that situation, because to learn game you need some positive hope. You need to have some kind of positive hope, because we people are emotional, we humans are emotional. There are like psychopathic robotic kind of people. You can say to them whatever you want to say, but they will not get emotionally affected. But normal humans are like emotional. So if a thought came, if somebody is saying something and somebody from authority is saying to them, and it goes deep inside their head, that can emotionally affect them so strongly that maybe they will not even take any step to improve their dating life. They will just shut down. So this is something he should not do, but he's doing anyway. Okay.
You argue all day why that is, but it's just, especially in America. Now, maybe it's different in India, but in the United States, the women just are not physically attracted to East Indian dudes.
That's also complete BS. This is not like that. Oh, the American girls they're not getting attracted to Indian dudes. I was in America. I got laid there also. I have the infield from USA also. I also got my student got laid there in USA.
So you already have an uphill battle. So you got to have a really good look. You got to look like one of those actors from Bollywood, and even then, that may not get you the girls. Because again, no homo, you're a really good looking dude. You got a good looking fit. You remind me of an East Indian Chad Elkins, right? But the problem is you're East Indian, so that statistical disadvantage goes against you.
No, I will not say something like that.
Another huge, I'd say just as much, may not even be the fact you're East Indian, because you don't dress the part. You have good looks and all that. This could be another variable. You're short, just like Chad Elkins. Usually, if you put in that much effort, 2 to 3 girls a day, the numbers alone will start to have, but you're also short on top of it. That's a huge disadvantage. And one way to knock that out or eliminate that variable, go to tallmensshoes.com. Get yourself some platform shoes.
I mean, this is something I also say, like, if somebody is like a bit shorter, then go to tall men shoe, or like, buy some like heel leaves and buy some like tall men shoes, and that will benefit them. But after that, don't think about it at all. Like, you're tall, you're Indian, you're brown, you're this and you're that. Even for like other races, like you're like black guys, or African immigrant is coming to USA, or like Asian guys, they are coming. So don't think about your race too much. Do whatever best you can do, and then just forget about it. That's the one thing I also do. I don't like, if somebody is like dissect my mind, I don't, when I'm approaching girls, I don't think at all like oh, my race is like creating problem and all. I don't think in this way. I did whatever I can to improve my looks and whatever, like physical appearance, and then I just go out, and if I'm getting rejected, it's all good. But I don't think like I'm getting rejected because being Indian. And I know some situation like where the girl is definitely giving me rejection because of the way I look. But it's all good. It's not making me too much affected.
Is environmental. You are in one of the most leftist places in the United States where women are certainly trained to be adversarial towards men, sometimes outright hate men. There's not a lot of good looking girls in that town. And there is also a huge surplus of men in that.
I guess the left leaning area is, I guess, I think it's like California, San Francisco, something like that. That is a like tech hub, tech area. So that must be that area. I mean, maybe left leaning women are actually friendly towards immigrants, in my views. So it should not be a problem if you know how to game.
You can't quit because then you are guaranteed defeat. And even if you fail, but you try, you're honing your skills, you're getting better, you're building your confidence, you're building up other personality characteristics that are going to help you in other capacities in the real world, business, finances, maybe, I don't know. And you're building up just stronger character. You're not, I mean, after you get shot down by a ton of American and Western girls, nothing's going to phase you in the future.
It is not like that. He said that if you get shot down again and again by American women, then nothing will phase you. It can affect in a way that it can shut someone down completely, then he's not even bothered to approach. It can happen, something like that can happen. So you have to be very careful in this thing. Like some rejections are fine, but you get like years after years getting rejected, then there is something wrong in the system what you are following. Maybe your ego is saying that you have to follow the girl, you have to go to the girl and say like, you're cute, you are adorable. I don't know what you say, you are like nice, you are cute, adorable. This is not how it works. The game 2021 and beyond, this is not how you should game. If you game like that, then you are going to face problem in your dating life.
And then 3, you're in a sausage fest town where there's way more men than women. 4, I don't even know if you want these gals.
Okay, where he's living, it looks like there are more guys than girls, but there should be like definitely girls also. You can also many of my like students who are in like USA, sometimes what they do is on the weekend they go to some other city, practice their game, practice some approaches, go to the city, like take a plane or like with the car, they go there, they practice the game there, and then come back to their city. And when you have like a good gaming skills, then you don't need to approach like do mass approaches. You don't need to do mass approaches. Focus on like having a longer interaction, and then when you have the longer interaction, then you can build the like this intimacy slowly, and that will much better help you rather than like just go out, approach direct, and boom, shot down by the girl. So then you can approach even like bigger cities. It's not going to work.
What I'm trying to do is, like, if you're not having success, don't feel bad. I really don't think it's your fault. And it can't be because you're at least trying, right? Sometimes it's just you're in the wrong environment. And then this gets to the recommendation that I'd recommend for you or any man from not necessarily just East Indian, but a classical culture.
So now he's giving the recommendation. Now he's giving his advice to the guys, immigrants. So like coming from the Asian culture, like Indian culture and all.
Traditional culture.
Muslim culture.
Or traditional culture. We got like East Asian, Islam, Muslim, even some African countries, certainly East Asian. But if you were not born and raised here in the United States and you are an immigrant, you're probably best off, romantically wise, going back to your home country and your home culture and finding a traditional East Indian, Vietnamese, Chinese girl there. Buddy of mine, I've talked about him before.
So that's the problem we have here. That's where I think that he's also a far right kind of guy who is like maybe not like overt, but it's a covert kind. He don't really want like immigrant getting success in USA. So he's saying because of our culture we are not getting laid. Of course, okay, game is like tough, I understand, but also tough for like some nice guy, white guys also, maybe not that much tough, but his advice saying like, give up, we give up, we are giving up, we're going back India and marrying to a Indian wife. That's what he's saying. That's where I see the problem. Instead of motivating and empowering and making him to fight, to maybe giving advice like for like research on some good dating advice that can work for this guy, giving that kind of advice. He's just saying like, just forget about it, go back home, search a girl there.
I think his parents moved over, maybe it was his grandparents, but he was thoroughly American. Even that, because he was still culturally Asian. Parents are, oh, heaven forbid you study hard and avail yourself of your high IQ and get good grades and make a lot of money. Oh, darn. Oh, and he was polite too. Great guy.
But the thing is, he's saying like high IQ, intelligent, and all polite. These can be the behavior what is required to get girls can be learned. It can be learned actually. It is not like if you are born nice, your upbringing is nice, then you're not going to get result. No, you can change that thing. I'm also a nice guy, but when I'm talking to girls, I can be a very asshole, cutthroat, ruthless, kind of like behavior, what is attractive to get girls. I have this behavior and I was not like that in the past and I learned it. I'm a nice guy. My natural tendency is being nice, empathic to other people. But when I want to get girls, when I'm like, gaming, I can be a different kind of person.
We don't have the time to go why, just as we don't know why is it people from the same culture tend to have a better chance of marriage. It just is. And I could understand why you might be getting a little bit homesick.
So here is like, he's saying, oh, people from I have made the video about it also. People say like, oh, the girl is from different culture. That's why she is saying like, I'm not able to go with you. I have made the video about this. That he's saying the people from the same culture tends to and it works really good. Oh, but this is not true. He's talking BS. That's he's just telling this Indian guy to date girl in his race. He don't want. That's what he don't want. But he's forcing. So my gut feeling is that he is, he don't want this Indian guy to be successful, and he cannot. If this Indian guy is having a white girl, this guy will be having more problem. In my views, maybe I can be wrong, but the way he is saying, it looks like.
Been here, 7 years? Maybe you ought to think about, and go back home and make arrangements that potentially you can move back home. But
here, it reminds me of Stefan Molyneux. He got deleted from the YouTube. He came there like in 2013, like 7-8 years now. And then he's giving advice that, no, maybe it's time for you to go back home, live there happily. Why? We don't really need you.
Take a look and assess what you need to accomplish here in the United States career-wise. Because I don't think, I really don't, and you'll see it in these statistics and data.
His statistics.
I basically want you to know you're not insane. It's not you. I got the numbers. I have my own actuary verify the figures. It's not you, okay? So if you really want to get married and you want to have a family, I think your chances are better back home. So figure out what you got to do.
No, I'm not agree with that. You can still get success in West. That is definitely possible. I got success, and you can also get success. So I'm definitely not agree with that. That you like when going to back to India, get finding a girl there, you are 100% going to be live a happy life. It's this is not how it works at all.
So figure out what you got to do career-wise here in the United States. Also figure out what you want to do in the United States before you come back. Because once my buddy Sadeep started having kids, we've never seen him again.
You know, he's saying that it's time for you to pack your stuff, go back to India. We are in America, we are better off without immigrants. That's what he's saying. Go back home, live there, happy life. So that's what he's saying. He's not like overtly saying this thing, but he's saying in a nice way. So I guess he's like, more like a far right kind of person. But majority of like red pill guys are like that. The guys that the Westerners who are not maybe also like you think like, but many like these dating coaches, these black pill, red pill, many of these guys are far right. That's how it is, anti-immigrants.
So do your hiking, do your motorcycle riding, ride up to Alaska, do Banff and Jasper, Canada. Do what you want to do in the United States. Make some inquiries back home about potentially working someplace or finding some gal. If I understand it correctly, it's not like your parents and their parents force you kids to get married. They introduce you and it's up to you. See if your parents happen to know some people. And there's nothing wrong with having your parents introduce you to another gal in a modern day arranged marriage. Again, of course, you guys have veto power. Men from other cultures, predominantly Asian, bar Russia. Oh God, you don't want to go back. Oh God, no, not Ukraine or Russia, but China, Japan, Philippines, Southeast Asia, Bangladesh. Well, not Laos. No one's allowed either. I think it's Laos. Yeah. Sri Lanka, India, the Middle East, they tend to do better going back home and finding a traditional girl.
No, I'm not agree with that. That he's saying the guys from like Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, they tend to do it better. Maybe, but if somebody wants to get laid in USA, in Western country, then it is also possible. This is it. He's not getting laid, and an Indian guy asking advice to him. Of course, I mean, do you think he will give a good advice? No, he cannot.
Career. And I can boldly say that because I have the data right here. This is going to get framed, by the way. I am going to frame this. This is some of my, not necessarily my best work, but my most interesting work. I'm going to frame that up. And so that's it. So yeah, man, I'm sorry, but hey, you came to the United States for the reason you came here. You got the experience. I don't know. Also, education, U.S. degrees considered more worthy than degrees in India. Maybe get your degree here. Get whatever you need out of the United States, and then go back home, check it out. And then maybe you get your wife, and maybe you come back and work in the United States. But I think your wife is back at home.
So yeah, maybe consider going back to your home country. So he want to get dating advice, and this is the advice he's getting from him. So I mean, I will say good advice, bad advice, you have to decide. But if you want to get laid, if you want to get laid in West, it is definitely possible. Either you Indian, Asian, African immigrant, black, any race, it is definitely possible. If I can do it, then you can also do it. That is definitely possible. And you don't need to go back to India or China and search for your wife there. There's no guarantee that you will get a good wife there. There's no guarantee. And again, if you listen, you are living only one time in your life. If you want to if your dream, if your goal, if you want to get a white girl or Western girl, then follow your goal, follow your dream. Why you are giving up so easily? I never give up. I got it, so you can also get it. So yeah, that's what I want to say in this video. You have to decide by yourself, this guy, this Aaron Clary, this advice is good or not good. I mean, in my views, this advice, what he's giving is bringing more harm rather than any like positive empowerment or motivation to this guy who is asking for this advice. That's my view. You can tell me in the comment section what you think about it. And also guys, if you're liking this content, then like this video, share this video to other guys who can benefit from it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button. Also join the new course I have released, Dating Mastery. You can learn technically how to game girls in West, how you can successfully game the girls in West. It is really technical product and will definitely bring you success in your dating life. I guarantee, if you follow it properly, it will definitely bring you success. I have explained everything in a very technical way, step by step. You know, there are like different ways even to approach girls. You are not like just going, oh, you're cute, you're adorable. You will not even see these kind of like approaches in the product. You know, these kind of, I'm not teaching these kind of style. There's a like complete different style of approach, especially in second month. It is really like, you know, highly technical product. You definitely gonna love it. So try that course, Dating Mastery, just $1 for a month. You can cancel it anytime. And we see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. The type of skills and the confidence Deepak shows in his infields, you can get these skills for the first time through his brand new product, Dating Mastery. Join Dating Mastery now. It's no doubtably the best dating product on this planet, period. And if you don't like it in the first month, then you can also cancel it. No issues. Join Dating Mastery now. Get laid, get girlfriend, and live a happy life. The link is in the description below. Also guys, don't forget to watch the playlist Rock Solid Infield on this channel, where I'm doing live flirt, picking up girls in front of camera, showing top level pickup and attraction skills. Also don't forget to watch Student Transformation and Testimonials, where I'm teaching my students, showing full documentaries, student success and their testimonials also.